video, what we're going to do is create a signature file that we can place on our images. What you see here on the screen is a file that I created. Basically what I did is wrote my signature on a white piece of paper, and then using my scanner I scanned it into the computer as an image file. If you don't have a scanner, take your signature, write it on a piece of white paper, and then take a picture of it. This image has already been cropped. I cropped it to about the size that I wanted, and basically you can crop it to any size you want. You can make your signature larger or smaller, but I left it the original size because we can scale it as we need to, depending on the image. What we're going to do first, if you notice here on the signature in a few areas, especially right here, the ink did not take to the paper as thickly as it did in some other places, like right here. We don't want to be very destructive with our image, so what we're going to do is start out by clicking up here, and we're going to create an adjustment layer. For this adjustment layer, we're going to use brightness and contrast. The goal of this adjustment layer is to try to improve the quality of the signature. What I'm first going to do is take the contrast and increase it all the way to 100, and you see the difference between the white and the black has changed for the better. You may have to play around with this to make your signature look the best that you can. It's not going to be perfect, but just make it look the best that you can. Next thing we're going to do is adjust the brightness. And if you bring the brightness up, as you see here, it degrades the image quite a bit right in this area. So instead of increasing the brightness, let's try decreasing the brightness. And as I bring the slider down, you can see that the quality of the image is improving. Now there's quite a bit of contrast between the black signature and the white background. If you go too far, and I'm going to go too far intentionally, you'll be able to see that it's pixelating here on the end. We're getting a little bit of color pixelation, and we don't want that. So let's go ahead and bring the brightness, we'll increase it again until that pixelation decreases, and it looks to be, oh, say right about here. Okay, let's go ahead and close this panel. So now this is going to be probably the best that we're going to get out of this image. Now I've already made the adjustments to my image, so this is what you're going to want to do. If you want to save the image in as small a file size as possible, go to the layer menu up here, click on it, and you're going to want to flatten the image. Like I said, I'm not going to do that because I've already modified this image. Well, let's just go ahead and do it. We're going to flatten the image, and you see the adjustment layer has now been merged into the background image. Next, we'll go up to the File menu, and let's save this. We're going to save as. Save as. And what you may want to type in here is black signature. As you can see, I have a couple of them already. I'm not going to save this because I don't want to overwrite anything, but what you'll do then is click Save, and then another box will open, and you'll want to save it at the highest quality possible. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close that out. So now we have our black signature, and we've optimized the image, and we've saved it as the black signature. Let's do something else. What if you have a dark image and this black signature won't show up? So what we're going to do is we're going to go up here to the adjustment layer icon, click on it, and we're going to click Invert. And what that does is it changes our black signature to a white signature. Now I'll go ahead and close this dialog box. Once we have the white signature, it's already been optimized when we optimize it for the black image, the black signature, so now we don't have to optimize it again. But as you can see here, we have multiple layers. We have the background layer and we have the adjustment layer. So we'll do the same process again. Click the layer menu, click flatten image, and once you get the image flattened, go to the file menu, click on it, and do another save as. And for this image, we're going to save as white signature. And the process will be the same. I'm not going to do it because I already have my signatures, but you're going to need to save it as white signature. Now remember where you saved them because we're going to be opening them up in a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close this image. I'm not going to make any changes because I already have my images. And that basically is how you create a white signature and a black signature to put onto your images.